Yeah, I got a couple other things. The good news is, today I received notice from FEMA that we will shortly be receiving the funds for the tree removal. So, and from FEMA, that's about $32,000. And that should be coming along here shortly. Days instead of weeks now. So, we're feeling pretty good about that. Would ask for your permission on that, on this funds. It'd be about $32,000 from FEMA that we would take that and put it directly into Public Works Capital Fund. I think that's a good way to try to fund some of the capital expenses too. Because you see right now that capital fund is running in the hole. So we need to get some money into it. And that would be a good opportunity, because come the end of the budget year, as of June 30th, we're not going to have any substantial money in water or sewer at all to transfer into the fund. So that'd be a good way to capitalize the capital equipment.
Need a motion?
I'm just going to do it.
Let's just turn into a dictatorship.
Motion.
Okay. Catherine? This is what we're doing.
Okay, to put that in the equipment fund. Okay. Somebody want to second?
Yeah, I'll second. Sorry.
Right here.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
You're feeling hard, Tristan?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Sure, I guess.
No, Jack, I didn't know about this thing.
I don't want to. The question is about money we've got borrowed from the banks. When is that note up? When is?
Oh, we took it out for a year, so it'll be January. We really do not have anything new to report on that. We haven't heard anything new about the status about whether Congress will appropriate money for it. Other than we did find out, talking with the FEMA guys, that they've never failed to appropriate money. It's just a question of when it happens.
Well, I say never say never.
And you hate to be the first guy.
This is an election year, they have to give money.
Probably there's some point to that, but.
And they're listed in the council memo that we did sign those FEMA project worksheets for those totals that were in there. So reconductoring the 40 miles, 2.8 million.
Any word on
He's smiling.
any word on paying the lines? They were supposed to be here, weren't they?
Yeah. Because so Jack and I met with Goverson Smith.
That's great.
In the last one. And yes, they were getting a hold of their painter shortly. And I guess I don't have any new update, Jerry, other than I just begged Mark that this thing would be done before Carnival.
Before Carnival, I'd like to see them.
What about other punch list items?
And we went through those and developed a list about what we could agree with, and there was a couple things that they were not real agreeable with, and the main one being parking spaces over at the grocery store. That there was some spalling on that concrete there because it had to do with salt. They'd salt the sidewalk, and that gets pushed off into the gutter line and cause some spalling. So we looked at that, Jack. I mean, it's noticeable, but it probably hasn't rated as much as it's going to do right away. So, and they did agree. They didn't want to do this, but they did agree that they would replace the sidewalk panels over at Captain's Corner, where there's some of that spalling over there from salt too.
So they didn't have buckets of sand over at the grocery stores and all the other businesses, or what?
They certainly did.
Have a discussion about?
Oh yeah. It was. We discussed it with them beforehand, and Chad made no bones about the fact that he needed to use salt. He said his insurance company requires him to use salt, and you got to document every time that you go out there and take care of the sidewalks. And on the good side of that, I'd say they were good about using it. That when they did use it, they melted the ice and got rid of it. Now it ended up with the curb instead of the sidewalk, but there's no
And the
sidewalk.
sidewalk is old sidewalk on this end. I mean, that was original sidewalk when he got, we just added the pavers. That was original sidewalk. So, like I said, we push it off the curb and that way.
New stuff.
Couple other things. Pet licenses. You're supposed to have your pet license renewed by the end of June. Response has been really, really poor. And what I would propose that we're going to do is just at least send out a reminder postcard to everybody who has had a license with us before. And that, as of now, there's supposed to be a delinquent charge, and we propose to waive that for the month of July. So if they come in during the month of July, they would still not have a delinquent charge.
Are
But
they annual?
it's every 2 years. They always come up on June 30th, then of the even year. So we need to do a lot of work on that as far as trying to get people to get their pets registered. We're not having much luck with that at all. And just the last thing was city management conference is up in Storm Lake this year, and that'll be July 21, 22, 23.